Hello, and welcome back to the RPG Academy podcast Twitch channel. My name is Michael, and I'm here with more Dragon Warrior 2 as part of my Michael Plays the Classics revisit of some of my favorite games as a kid. This is Dragon Warrior 2 from 1987 from the original Nintendo Entertainment System. The last couple days that I've been playing has basically just been, grinding for levels. Today we're actually going to go out to get something that I didn't get the first time, and I can't actually go forward without it. And while we're out, we're going to do just some shopping sort of stuff. Not really, but it'll make sense when you see. Whoops, nope, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, so we're going out into the world. Because I messed up that spell, let's go ahead and hit the N. Make sure we're fully stocked on spells and hit points and all that kind of good stuff. Excuse me. And while I'm out, I want to try to buy a couple Wing of the Wyverns that might be helpful later. I don't know for sure if there's even any here. Let's find out. Nope. Doesn't look like there's any there. That's fine. It's not that important. All right, so really what I'm after, there's this item that I need to be able to see through the illusion of that last castle. I'm currently seeing it as like this false image. It's essentially a duplicate of Middenhall Castle. And there's an item I have to have that lets me see through the illusion, and I did not get it. So we got to correct that. Hello, Foxblade. Happy to have you with me today for a little while. How are you doing today, sir? So I had originally planned on turning in my Action 12 Cinema draft tomorrow, and now it's going to be Monday. But I'm not pushing it off any more than that. It's going to be Monday, one way or the other. I got roped into doing something today for my father-in-law, and I don't mean that in a negative way at all. I love my in-laws; they're wonderful people, and they've been kind to me since the day we met. But it was a little bit more involved than I realized, and so I literally have had zero time. I got up at 5 o'clock this morning, just got home a little while ago, took a quick shower. Now I'm doing this. As soon as it's over, I got to go get the kids, and then Jacob has a baseball game after, so I'm not even going to try to work on it today. So tomorrow I'll have a little bit of time, and then Sunday I'll have a little bit of time, and then again, however it's done, it's done. I went ahead and made some cards up last night because that's one thing right now. Everything's online. It's just a Google Doc. But I actually printed out pieces of paper to represent all the random cards. And then I took a bunch of old Magic the Gathering cards I have for mana and sleeved them. So now I have the actual decks of cards, like, prototypes. And I did a little last night. I was doing some testing, like if I was drawing for the game, what would I get? Making sure that they all make sense, or they at least make sense well enough for our purposes. And actually had to realize that there were a couple different types of cards that I hadn't put in yet. That helped me kind of realize, and so I've added a few more, which is fun. And yeah, I'm excited. So, and I think I pretty much have cracked what I want those other sections to be, the ones I've been struggling with. Which, again, I'm sure I won't write them in a way that's like done, but I should write them in a way that's at least enough to kind of get out what I want my thoughts to be so that the editor will be able to help me refine that. And that's exciting. Tomorrow's also kind of a big day that I will be weighing myself again. I'm trying really hard to only weigh myself the first of the month. I've not followed that exactly, but I'm kind of trying. Um, but I've actually been working out all week. I'm trying to lose just a few more pounds, and I'm excited to see if I've lost any weight this week. I actually got my old Fitbit out. My wife uses it now, and by using it, I mean it was in her drawer. Hadn't been charged in months, so I got it charged to put it on, and I measured what I have been walking on my little route every day because I walk in kind of a weird circuitous route, and but it turns out it's almost exactly 2 miles. It's like 2.01 miles, and that 01 might be, just today it might have been like 1.99. It's really close. So I'm saying 2 miles. So I'm walking 2 miles every day. I've walked. This was 5 days this week. I've walked it, and I've added in a few push-ups. Even though I've lost a little weight, I'm weak. I've always been weak. I've never really had a lot of upper body strength. So no. Sorry, I gotta think here. Okay. Pretty sure that sort of destruction is cursed, and I don't want to put it on, but I won't throw it away just yet. Okay, so somewhere north of here, there's a shrine. It's literally just one single square pixel. But I don't know exactly where it is, but I know it's north of that area. So here's the cave that I had to go through. I think it's north of it. But again, I don't really know that, like the lateral, like if I'm on the path now, or if I need to go left or need to go right. So if I go all the way up and hit land, then I pretty much know that I've missed it. So anyways, I'm hoping to be in the 180s, and I was probably in grade school the last time I would have been in the 180s. I know in my freshman year of high school, I weighed 227, and I was 5'3", so big difference. I actually bought a new pair of pants last week, 34 waist. They fit. They're not tight, but they're snug. But I can wear them comfortably. I don't feel self-conscious about wearing them. And again, for someone who's been overweight the vast majority of my life, let me tell you, it's pretty big deal. Okay, so clearly I missed the doohickey. I kind of remember that it's nearby the peninsula. So now I want to try to trace the coastline and get back to that, and then maybe go left to right at that point. So I think it's somewhere in here. Aha, there it is. There we go. Sort of. I found someone who's willing to run an Eberron game if we get it organized. So we'll see. I'm not counting any chickens until any eggs have hatched, but it's exciting that maybe. I remember coming to this place before Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, so apparently I do have to get rid of this Sword of Destruction. I really hope it turns out I don't need that, or it's like, you know, a cool item. Hopefully this will work. And that should take me back to that shrine. Yep, inside, perfect. So now I have one of those leaves that can revive people. I saw that one of my characters does have one of those Wings of the Wyvern, what I wanted. And I now have everything I need, so we will... I'll actually level right fast, because I only need like 3,000. It's like 3 fights. And then I will head that way and see if I can actually get to the castle. And of course, it's one of these dumb things. I hate these dumb things. Try the light sword. Maybe it'll do something cool. I don't know. Alright, I surrounded it by the Phantom Forest, but I have no idea what that means. Whew, man. That just save or die spell sucks. So I should only need like 1,000 experience at this point to level her up, but we got to check in here anyways. 27, 10,000, no, 1645. It's actually more than I thought. But that's still like 2 fights, more than likely. Depending on which 2 fights it is, of course. Wow, 226 on a hit. That's pretty awesome. If I could do that like every time, it'd be better. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so close. One more fight should do it. Let me go ahead and heal up, because it doesn't matter. I'm going to refresh anyways. And then let's stay nearby. so I don't have to go so far back. All right. Oh, that's not good. That's definitely not good. Excuse me. Okay. Anytime now. Fight, spell, stop, spell, spell, sleep. All right, well, 2 out of the 3 can't cast spells. That's helpful. Still not putting any of them to sleep, though. All right, there's only 1 left, so hopefully this won't take terribly long. Well, that stinks. There we go. Okay, that was rough. All right, so that should get Alani leveled up. One hit point, 5 magic points, but a new spell. Chance. Okay. I actually need to spend some time and research those, because I don't know what several of my spells do. So I will do that before next time. All right, so let's see if we can actually make it to the castle. Artho doesn't need much to level up. So maybe we'll get that too. That'll be fun. Yep. Well, that was not helpful at all. Doesn't appear as that does anything, so I'm not even going to try again. Alrighty. It's still nice that you only have to take 1 attack at most. Alrighty, so we'll go ahead and heal up here. Weird that that's still the only item he has. I feel like there's got to be a better weapon than the iron spear for him. I just don't know what it is, or I've missed it or something. It's probably that sort of destruction I just threw away. Nice. Okay. Item, Charm of Rubiss. Well, I'll start here, talk to these people, see what happens. Hey, no worries, man. No worries at all. But happy to have you here for a little while at least. The only thing you missed is I went and got the item I was missing so that I could actually see through the illusion, and that's what I just did. And I'm now fighting the actual creatures inside this last castle. Maybe. I put a call out on Twitter and somebody said they'd be willing to run one, but we haven't said any specifics as far as like when, what days, how long, who else, all that kind of stuff. But I'm closer now than I've been in a long time. All right, so there is a jail door 3 over from the bottom left. Okay, so it's in there. Okay. So it'd be really nice if I could get rid of all these keys I have, because they're just taking up item slots. Of course it was. Of course it was. Yeah, I've said before, Eberron's my favorite setting. I just absolutely love that setting. And as much as I've loved it my whole life and ran it quite a bit, I've never actually got to play in it other than one time. And it was legitimately the worst game I've ever been in. I've talked about it on the podcast several times. Hmm. Oh, pretty much everything that you could think that could possibly be wrong in a game of D&D was wrong in that game of D&D. So many things. Where to even begin? The DM would actively punish players for doing things that they didn't think their character would do, and just like unilaterally, uh, like in one specific case, there was a ranger in the party, and we were traveling through a forest, and the DM described a forest fire starting up nearby. But we were like on a mission, so we're as a party we're all like, well, we don't have time to deal with that right now, so we're not going to worry about it. And the DM's like, you're a ranger, you wouldn't just not deal with this. And the player's like, but I've decided not to in this case because of this reason. And the DM's like, okay, you're paralyzed, you can't move. And for the entire rest of that session, they couldn't move because the DM just thought they weren't playing their character the right way. And that was just one of many things that happened in that game. There was because I've said many times, I actually like games that that go very slowly. That you take your time, level very rarely. And there was one night where we played, and again, no exaggeration, I was on my phone like 80% of the night playing Brick Breaker because I was so bored with what was going on. And at the end of that session, my character leveled 5 levels because the DM kind of, I guess they thought that was like a reward, leveling so much so quickly. We started that game with like 7 players. At the end, it was just Brad and I. We're the only 2 morons that kept showing up. And like the last session, we got turned into giants, and then we fought a Tarrasque, and then halfway through, the Brad's character died, and so to let him do something, the DM let him take over and play the Tarrasque. And it was just clear, like, he wanted a high level game where we could fight against a Tarrasque. but that's not what we thought we were doing, and we in no way earned that. So when it came, like when we actually got to it, it didn't feel earned. It just felt cheap, and I was like, well, we're going to die because we can't survive fighting against Tarrasque. I don't care. We're not high enough level, and we ended up winning. But it was clear that the DM was just like kind of cheating on our behalf and letting us like deal damage we shouldn't. It was just awful. And there was one entire session where all we did was follow along behind the DM's favorite NPC and watch them take out bad guys. Like that was the game, is that we watched this NPC do all the stuff that we couldn't do, and we were, I guess, supposed to be impressed by this in some way. I don't know. So I know there's supposed to be a stairway somewhere in here that's hidden, and I have to use this Eye of Malroth. At least I think that's what I have to use. But I don't know exactly where it is, and I don't know if I have to be like right next to it to find it, or if it just has to be like in sightline. So that's why I keep using it, but I'm not finding it. So now I don't know what to do. I mean, it makes sense that it would be in here somewhere. So I'm still not seeing it. So either I'm doing something wrong, or I'm still in the wrong place. Search. Really? Yeah, I didn't realize that the delay was that long. It shouldn't be that long. So my apologies. Oh, there we go. I knew it was somewhere in there, so. Whoo! Oh, okay. Well, that's weird. Hold on. There we go. So I spent all that magic walking around, so I'm sure I'm totally hosed and actually trying to get through here. But at least it'll be nice to kind of get an idea of what I'm in, what I'm in for. And fighting 3 dragons, that's always fun. No worry. That's totally fine. I mean, I didn't have the chat set up correctly, so it's not your fault that you didn't realize it. Because I'm looking at it again the way it's set up. I don't know. I think you do stream, so you probably know too. But like the chat I'm reading isn't the chat that you're seeing. It's it's weird. So I didn't realize that there was a problem. So that was absolutely my fault. So here, heal more. I hate these things. Please let me run. And I just thought about it. And actually, the RPG fan, you might be able to tell me. I have a couple spells that I don't know what they do. And it just sort of came to me that I bet that spell that I have now that's open is for doors. And then I can actually get rid of all those keys I'm carrying around and free up some item slots. Because I was just complaining about the fact that I have to keep all these keys and I was like, what would be open? It's not chests, but I'm betting it's doors. I bet I can get rid of that now. Whew. That makes sense. I feel like I'm having to keep throwing things away to whenever I pick up an item. So it'd be really nice if I could get rid of some spell slots. Which this is the only, like this is the last castle as far as I know. I don't know how many doors are down here. I'm going to have to open. Hopefully not too many. So it still might be worth it to try to get. Ooh, that's not good. Some extra slots with something in it. Whew, I was lucky. All right, there we go. I figured Artha had to be getting close. Come on, hit points. 6, not bad. 10 be better. Yeah, the problem is I don't actually know what all the stuff that I don't know and don't use is. Earlier, I got rid of the Sword of Destruction because I had a feeling it was cursed. There was just, I don't know, something about that name kind of hit a memory for me. So I never even tried it on or anything, and I just feel like it wasn't going to help me. I do need a better weapon for Artho, though, my middle character, because he's still using the iron spear, and I have to believe that there's a better item for him somewhere. Whew, I knew that was coming. All right. Well, after this fight, I'm gonna have to go anyways because I gotta go pick up the kids. So I am doing this now at 2 o'clock on Monday through Fridays rather than 1, just because it seems to fit my schedule a little better. But then on a couple days during the week, this happens where it kind of butts up against when I have to go get my kids, so I kind of like have to leave. I got really like 3 minutes here I can still play around with. All right, that was easy enough. Oh, okay. Well, I threw it away because I needed room to get the Rubiss charm, so I assume that means it's gone forever. Well, it's easy enough. So since I have you here, if you don't mind, what I had found online is I need to be around level 30 to have a shot at winning the game. Would you say that's accurate? Because I'm right now 33 with my main character. Do I have a shot, or should I just do some more level grinding before I even really worry too much about it? Whew, I'm betting this guy's hard. I'm probably, yeah, you're gonna say this is probably not the type of battle I can run from. And dead. Nope, run. Okay, well that's good to know. I don't think it's gonna happen right now because I think I'm gonna die. Yep, I'm dead. But maybe Monday. I wasn't sure if I needed to do any more level grinding or not, but maybe not. So let's save here, see where we're at. So 14,000, 27,000, and 20,000. Okay. Yes, I do wish to save. No, I do not wish to continue. So, well, thank you for jumping to RPG, and you made that so much easier. So yeah, done for the weekend. Back on Monday, should be at 2 o'clock, and it sounds like I can actually make a run for it now that I know where that stairwell is. I won't waste so much magic on all those step guard spells, which will give me more magic for healing on the inside. And that didn't seem overly complicated as far as mapping goes. So maybe Monday will be it. So thank you everybody for watching now or in the future, and hopefully we'll see you back on Monday. Bye bye.